Hey everyone, Charlene Ortiz here. Happy belated New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had wonderful holidays with friends and family. I hope that everyone is sticking to whatever New Year's resolutions you might have made and making it a priority, especially if it has to do with your health and fitness. And I know it's been a really long time since I've uploaded. And I just wanted to, say hi and let you guys know what's been going on. I haven't forgotten about my subscribers. It's just been a really, really eventful, challenging few months. My health has definitely been a challenge, which is, no surprise. But I have had some really challenging episodes, especially with my sleep. My insomnia the past few weeks has been really, really bad. And I'm actually filming this at 1 o'clock in the morning because my husband is asleep. And I think I've mentioned before that we do have a roommate that gets up early, and I just don't want to, make noise or, cause any distraction or anything to their sleep. So I thought I'd come outside and do a video. And you haven't even sat outside in a long time. And at night, in the summer, I love to sit out here. But it's been cold. So in Vegas, what a lot of people don't realize, people that don't know Vegas very well, is that it can get very, very cold here, especially at night. I think right now it's probably in the low 30s. And so it's definitely, not a place that is like 80 degrees every day all year long. It does get very cold here in the summertime, but I'm sorry, in the wintertime. But yeah, I just, I really want to get back to just doing videos again and, just focusing on helping people in the chronic illness community and just anybody, getting their health and fitness back on track. I really want that to, become my main focus. I know the last few months that I was filming, a lot of my focus was on Amber Lynn, and I just don't really want to, do videos that are focused on her anymore. I think, nothing's changed. Everything's the same. She's going to die. I could care less whether or not she dies, because she doesn't really care whether or not she dies. So she's going to die, and that's just inevitable. So to me, there's really no point in following her anymore. I will occasionally watch some reaction channels on occasion, especially like Alex's Shook. I think he's absolutely adorable, and I just love watching his videos. I think he's so funny, and I love how catty he is. But on occasion, I might tune into one of his videos, but or if Shannon uploads, because I still really enjoy Shannon's videos and her perspective. But I know, she over the past few months has become the devil because of what happened with Charlie Gold, and I definitely have some feelings about that too. I wanted to do a video at the time on the topic because I really like Shannon's channel. I really like Charlie Gold's channel, but my thoughts on Charlie Gold has changed over the past few months. I'm disappointed that her channel is pretty much just a reaction channel now. I understand it brings more views, it brings more money. It's a lot easier to just turn a camera on and talk about Amber Lynn than it is to document your health and fitness progress and the things that you're doing to improve your health, to inspire people and help people. That does take a lot more effort. And she doesn't get as many views on those types of videos. So, making more money with less effort, I guess it's just, the natural, direction to go. But I am kind of disappointed that she's kind of abandoned sharing that part of her life. And I haven't been following her lately. It's been a long time since I've watched a video. Or even just looked at her channel. Well, I wouldn't say a long time, maybe a few weeks. And, last time I looked, it was all, Amber Lynn and Chantal. I think she did one update video on her health and fitness, but it's pretty much just reaction channel now. And so I don't really follow her anymore. Joey, stay over there. Sorry. My dog's out here with me, bumping into the table. But anyway, so I really just kind of want to, you know, stray away from that. I don't want that to be a focus anymore, even though there's still so much to say about her because she's so ridiculous. And, but again, you know, she's going to die, and that's all there is to it. It's sad, but I think most people in general really could care less whether she lives or dies anymore, just because she's so smug, and she's so narcissistic and selfish and just a really bad person. But it has been a challenging few months. There have been some events that I've dealt with and that I do want to share with you guys. Some story times that I do want to share, but I want to talk about just the visit that I had with my mom back in October, and just some of the challenges that come with having chronic illness, when you have guests or visitors, you know, come from out of town, and just some of the challenges that come with that. And she came to visit me in early October, and she stayed for 10 days, and I was absolutely ecstatic to see her. I could not wait to see my mom. It had been 4 or 5 years since I'd seen her, and I could not wait. I couldn't wait for our time together. I couldn't wait to go out and do stuff together. We had made plans to go to the Grand Canyon, and I just was so excited. So she got here, I believe it was the second week of October. When she got here, or the beginning of the second week of October. And for the most part, it was a really awesome trip. We did have a great time. We did spend some really good time together. But it was very challenging. And to be honest with you, I feel like I'm still recovering from that trip. And I feel like my mom is definitely someone that has been very supportive of me, you know, just throughout the years as I've dealt with the challenges that have come with my illness. You know, she has been very supportive of me. And she's not someone, you know, that doubts, you know, that I'm sick. She's not someone that thinks I'm exaggerating about my illness, and that's something I really appreciate about my mom, and I'm so grateful for her. She definitely is, you know, very compassionate, very empathetic about my illness, and I know for a lot of people, their family members, you know, aren't like that with them, but my mom is, and I'm very grateful for that. However, it's very different when she's hearing about my illnesses and the challenges that I deal with, you know, from a distance, you know, because she lives in Ohio. But there is a difference between her just hearing it when we talk on the phone or through text, and her coming here and actually experiencing what it's like for me, living like this every day. She was here, we did something, we went out and did something. And that's not normal for me. You know, usually my schedule is I don't sleep all night. Like lately, my insomnia has been horrible. And I get up late. I try to get my workout in if I can. And then Saul comes home, I cook dinner. And then after that, I clean up, do laundry, you know, do chores, you know, do whatever he needs, get done whatever he needs. And I don't really go out much at all. I almost never go out. The only time I go out is when I'm driving for Lyft. And so it was very, very physically stressful for me to be going out and doing stuff every single day. Also, my mom is an early riser. You know, she's an early morning person, just like I used to be an early morning person. And I really miss those days, to be honest with you. I love getting up early in the morning. And, you know, she likes to be out and about early, especially, you know, when she's visiting me and she's on vacation. And because the thing is too about, when friends and family come to visit, and you live in a place like Las Vegas, there's so much to do here, and people want to go out. You know, it's a happening city. You know, there's a lot of energy here. There's a lot to do. And people want to go out. They want to enjoy the city. It's a very unique city. And, you know, they don't want to just kind of hang around the house and watch movies or anything. And I understand that. You know, I would be the same way if I went to visit someone in Vegas. I'd want to go out and see, you know, what the city has to offer, and discover things that maybe only locals would know about or what have you. But we did go to the Grand Canyon for a couple nights, which was amazing. If you've never been to the Grand Canyon, I definitely recommend that you put that on your bucket list. It is absolutely breathtaking. Pictures and videos do not do it justice. It's just, you know, when you're standing there, just admiring just the scenery and just this natural, I guess, creation of nature. It's just, it's overwhelming, and it's just absolutely stunning and beautiful. So I'm so grateful that we got to go do that. And for my mom, I know that was a big deal for her. Like, she really wanted to see the Grand Canyon, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. But it was also a frustrating trip because she obviously, we needed to get up early, you know, so that we could go to the park and enjoy our time there. Especially, you know, in October, it starts to get dark early. And it was very, very difficult for me to get up early because I didn't sleep well the night before. And I really, really had to force myself to get up. And because of that, I felt horrible all day long. And my mom was frustrated, you know, and I can't even necessarily fault her for that. Because, you know, this is obviously, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, you know, to go to some place like the Grand Canyon and to see something like that. And especially, you know, my mom's getting older, you know, there's things that she wants to see, you know, in her life and experience. And so it was a challenging trip. It was a challenging trip, you know, because we did get frustrated with each other. We didn't get into a fight or anything like that, but she got frustrated because I just wasn't feeling well, and I was, you know, kind of bitchy. I got frustrated because I felt like, you know, she just doesn't understand how much pain I'm in and how hard this is for me right now. And one comment that she made is it's just one day. You can push through just for one day. And anybody with chronic illness knows that when we push through a lot of pain, even just for one day, we can pay for that for days afterwards or even weeks. You know, it's not, again, our body is not like other people. You know, we don't recover the way other people do. Joey, what are you eating? Put it down. And so it was, again, it was a very challenging trip, and it was discouraging for me. It was kind of discouraging for her. And again, I can't, you know, fault her, you know, for getting frustrated. But it's just discouraging, you know, to accept the reality, to see the reality that I have limitations and illnesses and chronic pain that oftentimes can ruin something that's supposed to be a great experience, that our illness just ruins it. And then when we got back, she actually went and spent the day with my landlord, which was awesome. It gave me a chance to rest. And there were other things that we still wanted to do, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And I know that she was discouraged by that. We were going to go to the Hoover Dam, and I couldn't go. I just did not have the energy or the stamina, because again, these are things you have to get up early and you have to do things early. And in June, she wants to go to New York and Boston with my sister, and she would like me to go. And of course, I want to go, but I just don't know if I can, you know, because I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with them. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't know how I'm going to sleep. What if I get a really bad flare-up? What if my back starts going into spasms? It's just so many things, you know, that we have to consider, you know, for people that suffer from chronic illness, especially several chronic illnesses. There are a lot of things that we have to think about, and it really, again, it takes so much away from us. It steals so much enjoyment from our life. And it's not that we can't still, Joey, stop eating that. It's not that we can't still enjoy our life. It's not that we can't still, you know, find things to do that we like to do. But the challenge is that the people that are the friendships and the relationships in our life that don't suffer from chronic illness live their life, you know, the way that they do, like a healthy, strong person. And we can't participate in that a lot of times. And it is a reality, you know, of the illnesses that we live with, whatever it is, you know, whether it's MS, whether it's rheumatoid arthritis, Parkinson's disease, you know, whatever it is, you know, it really just, it affects our life so drastically. And so I decided after my mom's visit that I don't want anybody to come visit me again. Of course, my mom is the only person that I would want to come visit me again. I would love for her to come again. I really would. I think we'd have to maybe plan the trip a little bit differently and talk about it. But other than my mom, there's really nobody that I would want to come visit me, because again, you know, they're going to want to go out and do things. They're going to want to experience, you know, Las Vegas. And I just, my health is too unpredictable. I just can't do it. So I just come to the conclusion that I cannot have guests from out of town. If somebody wants to come from out of town and they have, you know, another commitment or another reason that they're coming here and they want to have lunch or dinner, sure, absolutely. You know, I'd love to go have lunch or dinner with someone and maybe spend, you know, a few hours or a day, you know, if I'm up for it. But I just can't have people just come visit me. And I remember when Saul and I were living in Ohio, we used to have people over, and we would have, you know, parties all the time. You know, not big parties, you know, but we would have parties all the time. And I loved it. I loved hosting parties. I loved having people over. I absolutely loved it. And I feel sad that that's not something that I can do anymore. And, you know, there are people in my life that I want to be there for, and I just don't have the energy or the stamina. You know, there are people in my life that are going through some challenging times right now, and I just can't be there for them the way that I wish I could. And I feel like I'm just not the person that I used to be. You know, I used to be, you know, somebody that someone could lean on. I used to be a rock for so many people, and that's just not a role that I can play anymore. And it makes me sad, you know, it makes me sad. And I feel like, I guess, the past few months, I feel like I'm kind of going through another period of mourning or grieving the life that I used to have, and really missing it. Really missing being able to get up early and go to work and have a full day. Really missing being able to be there, you know, for the people I care about, the way that they need me to. Really missing being able to go out and do fun things. I miss sleeping at night. I miss being able to fall asleep. You know, there's a lot of things that I miss. And my roommate has a daughter, an 8-year-old daughter that is absolutely adorable, just a gorgeous, amazing little girl. And she comes on the weekends, and she spends the weekends here. And I just absolutely love when she comes. She just brings so much energy to the household, and I love seeing her. She's She's so well behaved. She's so respectful. She's so smart. She's funny. She's just full of energy. And sometimes when she's here, you know, it's kind of hard because I feel like, God, I wish I could have had a little girl like her. And she makes me, you know, feel that way sometimes, you know, like I wish, you know, that I had the honor, the privilege, the gift of being able to have an amazing little girl just like her. And maybe, you know, the reason that, you know, she comes is maybe it's just the universe's or God's way of just allowing me to spend time with the child on a somewhat regular basis. But even when she's here, I usually have to work or I just don't feel well. And I would love to spend time with her and hang out with her. I mean, she's here to see her dad, but again, I just don't have the energy. And, you know, I just feel kind of defeated lately, a little defeated. My schedule has definitely been very challenging. I have to take my husband to work every morning and then pick him up, you know, after work, because we found out that he has some tickets he needs to resolve in LA, so I can't put him on my insurance because of that. And so he can't drive the car, you know, because he's not insured to drive it. And if he got into an accident, we'd be screwed. So, and I need that car, and it's a great car. I love my car. Because we did, I don't know if I mentioned that, we did get another car, another Kia Soul, which I'm absolutely in love with this car. It's amazing. But so usually I don't sleep for most of the night. I probably fall asleep around 4 or 5. My husband's alarm goes off at 5:30. Then I'll fall back asleep at 6, and then he wakes me up at 7 to take him to work. I'm exhausted. And then when I get home, I just will sleep for 5 or 6 hours, and it's usually time, you know, for me to go get him again. And then I make him dinner and clean up, try to get my workout in, and that's my day. I don't get things done that I would like to get done. I don't do videos, you know, even like I would like to. But his boss actually really likes my husband because he's a hard worker. He's an amazing worker. Any employer is lucky to have my husband. They really are. And he said, because he wants to promote him, you know, but he needs to be able to drive a truck. So he's actually going to help us resolve this issue with his license. So I'm really, really excited about that. But it's just been draining. It's been very draining, you know, and, you know, my husband, he works very hard. So I want to be able to, you know, cook him dinner and have his laundry done, and you just do everything for him. So when he comes home, he can just rest and doesn't have to worry about things. But, you know, it's hard on me. It's hard on me, especially since I also work on the weekends. And so there's never really a day that I rest. I'm either taking him to work and cooking him dinner and, you know, just doing chores and getting stuff done, or I'm driving, you know, on the weekends. And, it's just been kind of wearing me down, you know. This weekend I ended up not driving, and it's not something I feel good about, you know, because I want to save money. You know, there's things that we need to do and things we need to resolve, and we need money. And I need to drive. I need to drive on the weekends, so we can have extra money, you know, so that we can start getting our life back together again. But yeah, you know, it's been a rough few months, and this is, I guess, kind of where I'm at right now, you know, just trying to pull myself up, trying not to allow myself, you know, to fall into a depression, which I can do, you know, when I'm going through some tough times, when my pain is worse than normal, when I'm not sleeping at night, when my insomnia is worse than normal. I can definitely start to fall into a deep depression if I allow myself. And certainly, you know, for those of us that suffer, you know, from the same things, we're allowed to have our days where we feel discouraged, we feel angry, we feel bitter, we don't understand. We're definitely allowed to have those moments, but we just can't stay there. We have to pull ourselves up, and we have to, every day, just alter our life in such a way that we'll be able to function and get things done that we need to get done, and prioritize the things that are important to us. But I think for many of us, learning how to modify our life in such a way, to, I guess, accommodate our limitations. It's like a lifelong lesson. It's something that we're constantly learning. Like recently, just learning about having visitors and having guests. Now I know what I can do, what I'm capable of, what I'm not capable of. So anyway, I do want to start uploading more videos. I do want to get back to the exercise videos and doing those things, again, just to kind of help you guys, just stay healthy and get stronger. But I really do want to start getting back to that. But I am feeling better tonight. I will be honest, feeling better than I have in a while, even though I can't really sleep, which is why I'm doing this video so late at night. And at least I have Joey with me to keep me company. And he's always there with me to keep me company. He's just, oh my God, he's the absolute love of my life. And he's such a sweet, affectionate, loving dog. He loves to cuddle. He wants to cuddle all the time. And it's so sweet. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed to have this dog. Even all my animals. I'm just so blessed and grateful for all of them, because they really bring so much joy to my life, and they really help me, every single day. But yeah, so I really do want to try to do a better job of keeping up with uploading and just, just creating content, that'll help you guys and to improve the quality of your life. So again, if you made New Year's resolutions to improve your health and fitness, you really, really need to stick to it. I did do a video, I'll try to put it in the description below, last year on why your New Year's resolutions failed. And if you're having a hard time sticking to that, I highly suggest you check out that video. Another video that I did is five easy ways to start and stick to an exercise program. Again, I'll put these links in the description below. And so that'd be a really great video for you guys to check out as well. And also check out my book. I know I don't talk about my book that much, because I honestly just forget to mention it. But check out my book. I also have ebooks in the description, and I do have an ebook about staying committed to your New Year's resolutions. So definitely check those out. I think you'll find a lot of really good information in there. But yeah, so all right, guys. So hopefully this video is the start of me uploading on a regular basis again, just to help you guys out and do the things with my channel that I want to do, that I had intended for it to be when I started it. But so okay, guys, that is it for tonight. I'm gonna go to bed. I have my heating blanket on and it's waiting for me, so I can't wait to snuggle into my warm bed with my heating blanket. So remember, guys, take care of yourself, protect yourself physically and emotionally, and don't forget, your health is your most valuable asset. Invest in it. Bye-bye.